So, does anybody know where I can find my stream key? Test. Check. Test. Hey.
way they say this thing I'm just looking where it says, due to staffing issues, processing paper tax returns could take several weeks longer. Taxpayers and tax professionals are encouraged to file electronically. Well, if you only could. Well, that is. Well, I'm not going to deal with it.
That is just, why don't you try calling them and tell them you want to file it electronically and you need that you need that the figure they have for your adjusted gross income from last year. Maybe can you even look that up? Maybe you can look that up in your online tax records.
There and it says they're looking for the adjusted gross income they have in their e-file. Of course, I didn't actually do the e-file last year. I gave up on it because it was so hopeless, and I just send it by paper.
How about putting the 0 in then? Because if they don't have, in other words, they're basing that on what was e-filed and you didn't e-file.
The only possibility is that they're going by what the year before that, but that's crazy. I'm just going to.
They give you a contact us opportunity.
No, I'm not going to.
I'm telling you that
I
might.
don't actually care at this point. I just want to forget about this and never deal.
But it would be nice if you could get that set up so you can e-file more easily in the future. You should. They give you the opportunity to contact us about it. I mean, shit, you might as well at this point. If a paper return takes several more weeks to
Do you know how much I don't want to even think about this anymore? Doesn't do anything more on it.
But in the original email you got back from them today before we left, when you saw, it says, if all else fails, contact us. Try that.
If all else fails, send in a paper return.
No, it says, no, you can contact us.
I'm not going to. Okay? Just be prepared for several weeks before we get the money. I mean, I'm like that right away. I can't deal with this anymore. All I was doing was looking for here.
But you might as well try. I mean, it would be good to know what figure they have and what went wrong. As it is, we don't know what went wrong.
One more thing I could try. I could try putting in the AGI for 2018, which is the last time I actually did e-file. Maybe they have that.
Do it.
I got this already in mail.
Well, it doesn't matter. You can still resubmit it. Take it one last try.
All right. Well, I got out of this now.
I still kind of think that you should call them and let them look at the records and.
I don't have any of this stuff. This is unbelievably annoying.
I would just contact them.
I'm gonna try putting, because it did say what they have in their e-file records, and we didn't actually do e-file last year. So. Where is that message that we got from them?
Well, it's in your email section. Contact Jan email.
You know how much I digest this with every fiber in my being?
Well, you might as well find out what went wrong.
It says.
Check.
Primary prior year AGI. It isn't the prior year, it's the pre-prior year. And there is no. Well, and I'll try putting in the prior year one. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to mail it. So it's ready to almost ready.
Yeah, I still think you ought to call them.
Your AGI must match the e-file database. Of course, we didn't have an e-file database. So, I will try that. That's the last thing I'm going to try. If that doesn't work, then I'm just going to mail it. All right, let's do the section. E-file your tax form. anyway, it has to be last year.
Well, I mean, they give you the opportunity to
I don't know the fucking number, and I couldn't fucking want to talk to them either. You understand that? I'm on the very edge of breaking something. Well, maybe if I put the year before, but it says last year's AGI, and that wouldn't be last year. Now, if anybody calls, it'll have to be you, because I cannot talk to anybody. I will scream and yell at them. Because I can't stand this stuff anymore. I mean, they say they want you to report the AGI from last year, but it also says that what they have, what I put on here does not match what they had in their e-file database. Well, then we didn't do the e-file database last year. So what are you supposed to do if we didn't e-file last year? Tell me what to do.
Do you have any other record of what, like, can you access the database
What
and
I just told you, and that is, I looked, the error message they said, when you read it carefully, it says what we entered here, what I entered, does not match their record, the amount in their e-file database, but I did not e-file last year. I sent it in a paper form.
well, you could try putting in the previous year, or you could try putting in 0. Maybe.
I don't know which to do.
Well, if one doesn't work, try the other one.
If you didn't file a return, it deserved. I did file a return, it just wasn't an e-file return. Okay, here's something that could be done, but I want you to do because I can't do another thing here without this exploding. This will be the last thing to try, otherwise I've got this ready in mail. This will be the last thing to try, otherwise I've got this ready in mail. This will be the last thing to try, otherwise I've got this ready in mail. This will be the last thing to try,
It's something very weird.
Yeah, anyway, I got this, I just need to write the address on this envelope and then give it to the post office.
What did you want me to do?
Well, I mean, the thing here, that's the thing you can get a transcript, but I'm not sure I trust it, and I'm not sure I want to deal with it, because I've had enough of this already.
How are you going to change this mouse to be normal?
When I decided to use it in my right hand again.
Right. Transcript online.
Apparently the problem is that when I put in there, doesn't match what they have in their e-file database, which probably is going to be the e-file database. Everybody has to do it for the first time it's on here.
All right, what's your username?
Mm.
You gotta log in. You gotta
Username for what?
get the online transfer.
You have to invent one?
Oh, it's the one you use to sign in to submit your return in the first place.
I have a reminder for Ted.
No, don't you understand?
Yeah, all right. Well,
When
then,
you logged in.
I have to enter it. It's not something I can just tell the user. Yeah, this is more trouble than it's worth. I realize. I got that ready to be mailed now.
Well, I'd be curious to see what they have for it.
It doesn't accept that. You have to set it. It's not the same account. No, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to go in here and have a drink of water and take a tranquilizer because I'm just too upset by this whole thing. I've got a horrible headache now. I can't bear this stuff anymore. I can't do it. Ugh. So it isn't the same number that I use to try to file a thing. It isn't. We don't have anything on file.
Well, I mean, they must have. It has to be your account. You can't just know what, not just
You have
any.
to set up a new account.
Oh, that's horseshit because you already have an account.
No,
How?
I don't have an account with this. This is something with the IRS in order to get access to my transcript of my tax return.
Well, how in the world would it be a different account? I mean,
Because it's with the IRS rather than with the free file fuck knows people. It's a different account. I mean, they don't already have one for me. If I had set up one before, they would still have it, but I don't have one. And it's not the same as one I set up for the free file fillable forms. I mean, the whole thing was rejected, so they don't have any number like that on file for me. It has to be a new one, and I don't want to do it. I'm just going to put this away. I'm going to get the address and mail this in tomorrow at the post office. I can't do this anymore. This is just horrible. I mean, how could they make it so hard?
okay, that's enough with this thing. Just do whatever you feels right. You don't listen to me.
Well, I tried to do this, but it's what an awful pain it is. And I don't have yet another user ID and user password.
Well, it would have to be the same bloody account.
It's not the same one. I just have a new one for this purpose specifically. It's not the same one.